All right, we're back, and this is Chris Swank with KJAG Radio and the Idea Magazine, and I'm standing here with Picture Me Broken. I just have a few questions for you before we let you go away. The one that we're wanting to know is what does your motivation and inspiration come from when developing your music?
Honestly, music's been something that's been a career for me. You know, my mindset's always been to take it to that level from the get-go when I was like 12 and started the band. So, you know, I've always been really driven to accomplish my personal goals in music, and a lot of my inspiration is drawn from personal experience, as it's kind of something that's both a goal for me and therapy. So essentially that is where most of my inspiration comes from, just out of necessity.
All right. How has your music scene changed over the past year, and do you think it is for the better or worse?
Honestly, it's we're kind of a band that's wanting to drift away from any sort of scene and just play rock music. And honestly, for me, I've been doing this project for 7 years, since I was like a kid, and it's changed vastly over that period of time. And my guitar player here, Dante Phoenix, is actually one of the main contributors to our new sound, and the new lineup is something I'm really stoked about. So, you know, how do you think that our music's changed since the addition of you and Sean?
There are a lot of passionate people in this band right now. Sean Foyce, Jimmy Strimple, myself, you know, and Brooklyn are all really passionate about music. And, you know, every time we write a song or every time we go to approach doing something live, we always want it to be better than the time before. And since we love music so much and have been doing it for a little while, you know, we're always trying to one-up ourselves.
Yeah, I guess that's sort of the main thing that's contributed to our evolution.
That's awesome.
And as far as, you know, I guess scene or genre of music goes, we're, you know, I mean, she could tell you about, you know, the band's development from early on, you know, but for me, we've all kind of come together and decided that, you know, we want to make heavy rock music. People can call it what they want, but, you know, we really just like the idea of being a rock and roll band.
We don't adhere to any sort of strict genre criteria. We kind of just are free agents and create what we want to make.
Yeah, we think that, you know, community in rock music is important, in that, you know, sometimes it's divided up so much that, you know, people don't know what they belong to
Too many
or what they don't
subcultures.
belong
Yeah.
to. And we don't feel like it used to be that way, and we'd like to see it
Yeah, we'd like to
changed.
all be a part of something larger.
We like a camaraderie in rock
Yes.
music, and that's one of the things we stand for with our new
Yeah.
material.
I think everyone is looking
Yeah,
for
rather
that
than
nowadays.
a bunch of sub-scenes, you know?
Yeah. So on that note, what is the goal of the band over the next year and expanding what the band is doing?
You know, my goals have always been endless for this band, and I've noticed even in the last, 3 months, it's been amazing for us. I mean, we went through a pretty dark time, but I think persistence is key to achieving your vision and achieving what you want to do in the next year and the next 5 years. I think everybody in this band would love to see rock music rise to the top again, and we would love to be, the forerunners in that. And, I think the goals for this year are just to tour our asses off and build that fan base and really kind of make a name for ourselves as a rock band that's not attached to any sort of subculture or scene.
Yeah, there are a lot of elements that, we look at as, I don't know, you see a lot of bands that just kind of have, I guess given up on certain things stylistically, in the music and in the image.
Right.
And we want to bring back what we feel is exciting, and rather than just bring back, also add in some things of our own, and
Definitely.
we like to hit all the high notes and play guitar solos. And, we have a beast drummer, and we like to let him do his thing. And
Definitely marrying the musicality and the image and the excitement is a huge goal for us in this next year.
Exactly.
Nice.
I mean, we like people to notice, musicality, because, that's one of the things
That's the
we've
first
always
priority.
looked at.
If that's not your first priority,
We've always
why are you
looked
in a
at
band?
that,
Exactly.
for artists that we look up to, just, crazy players who are passionate and come up with innovative, new ideas and techniques. And that's something we're definitely going to be
Yeah, we're
looking
looking to
doing.
establish ourselves as
Just
that sort of
pushing
band.
ourselves and pushing the boundaries, because that's, what rock music's about.
Yeah. Well, where does your motivation come from? Like, who inspires you?
Okay, well, I'd say the commencement of my love for dark rock music happened when I was about I was about 10 years old, and I stumbled upon a few AFI albums, and I loved cryptic lyrics and aggressive sounding music ever since. And I'd been to a Green Day concert as a kid, and that changed my life because it was epic and it was a big arena. And I'm like, why would you want to do anything but this for the rest of your life? And I guess my influences artistically and lyrically spawn from a plethora of different sources. I mean, I love Phantom of the Opera, I love Les Miserables, I love Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, authors like Sylvia Plath. My inspiration isn't exclusive to music and, artists in that sort of nature, but everything that I encounter that touches me artistically.
All right, that's awesome. Now, my last question would be: would you rather play shows to 3,000 plus people or smaller venues 200 to 300? And why?
3,000 plus, man. The more the merrier. We're finally getting up in front of some pretty good-sized crowds here touring with OTEP. There's a long haul where, we were a band just passionate about what we did, getting up in front of 20, 30 people every night for the longest time. And, I think if you can play to a crowd of 20 or 30 people, it's much easier than playing in front of a crowd of thousands. And I think that getting in front of the people is such a reward after you've, roughed it for so many years.
Definitely.
Right.
Playing in front of people who are passionate about what you do is number one. And, the more people who are there passionate about what you do, the merrier, like,
Absolutely.
Brooklyn said.
Bring more people together.
And obviously, it's one of those things that, if we were just, like Metallica, just playing sold out places everywhere you go, of course you're still going to want to,
a small show would be
you're
refreshing.
going to want to,
Yeah.
go, hey, let's book a gig at the Roxy. Let's just do this, club
Right
thing,
now, we're
because-
stoked to just pack the Roxy.
Yeah, we're trying to pack everywhere we go, man. But honestly, there's so many places we love to play and people we love to play for that.
The more the merrier.
Yeah, the more the merrier, wherever we are.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I won't take up any more of your time because
You were awesome. Thank you so much.
All right,
You were
thank
nice.
you. Thank you.
I'm a little under
Thanks
the
a
weather.
lot, Chris.
I apologize for the nasally voice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you guys. I'm gonna look for getting
Bye, Dante.
Is there